they're gonna have my back no matter what. Do I think I'm a good person?
Is it true that Drake was liable for the death of XXXTentacion, a rapper from Florida? During the opening statement of the trial, the Canadian artist was highlighted by one of the defense attorneys. The lawyer for Dedrick Williams stated that the deceased made assertions on social media before his passing that if anything happened to him, Drake was responsible for it. After some time had passed, XXXTentacion walked back his statements. The defense is presently asserting that Drake wasn't subjected to a thorough investigation. Let's break down why Drake's name is involved in the XXXTentacion case. Nearly 5 years have passed since XXXTentacion was shot and killed outside a Florida motorcycle store. As time has passed since his death, his team has published a number of CDs and a documentary in his honor. His devoted followers play his songs on repeat and fondly remember his inventiveness as an artist. However, his name is no longer only mentioned in memoriam. Opening remarks in the murder trial of XXXTentacion, which also involves the suspects Trayvon Newsome, Dedrick Williams, and Michael Boatwright, were held in the Broward County Courthouse on February 7th. The prosecution and defense presented their arguments to the jury, but the jurors found the prosecution's suggestion that Drake may be a suspect to be the most surprising discovery on the first day of the trial. Let me take you back in the year 2018 when this incident happened. On June 18, 2018, while XXXTentacion, whose actual name is Jesse Onfroy, was leaving the Riva Motorsports dealership in Deerfield Beach, Florida, his BMW was stopped by an incoming SUV. X was then challenged by two armed individuals who wore masks, and they ended his life by shooting him. The assailants were seen driving away from the scene in the SUV after snatching the rapper's personal things, which turned out to be a Louis Vuitton bag holding $50,000 in cash. After a short time, the medical staff at the hospital confirmed that XXXTentacion had passed away. He had only turned 20 years old when he passed away unexpectedly. He was on the rise as a platinum-selling artist whose lyrics addressed racism and mental illness. His terrible behavior and many arrests, including allegations that he brutally assaulted and tortured his fiancée, also brought him criticism. The victim said that she was threatened and harassed by X's followers after she filed complaints against the musician. She also launched a GoFundMe to help cover the cost of her surgery to repair the horrific injuries she claims she incurred at his hands. But the campaign was briefly suspended following reports from his followers saying that Yella had falsified the reasons for her injuries. Michael Boatwright, Dedrick Williams, Robert Allen, and Trayvon Newsome were the four people who were apprehended and charged with first-degree murder, mugging, and firearms charges in the days and weeks following the shooting of XXXTentacion. The rapper's BMW had Boatwright's fingerprints all over the driver's side door. An employee at Riva Motorsports recognized Williams and confirmed that he was a frequent client. Williams claimed to the police that he was unaware of the heist plot involving the other three suspects. Williams' social media revealed Allen's identity from the surveillance footage after the two were seen together in images. Williams allegedly told his girlfriend that Newsome was the other shooter, and she provided police with that information. They claim that the suspects were located at the scene thanks to mobile data. In addition, photos of Boatwright and Newsome holding up huge sums of $100 banknotes and time-stamped on the night of the murder were discovered on both of their mobile devices. So what role does Drake play in this scenario? In his opening arguments on February 7th, Williams' defense counsel, Mauricio Padilla, presented an alternate scenario to the court that includes international superstar Drake. In his defense, he referred to an earlier Instagram story that has since been removed, in which XXXTentacion had written, "If someone kills me, it's Drake." Padilla is making the argument that the prosecutors never conducted a thorough investigation of Drake as a suspect or person of interest after they learned of X's earlier accusation. Why has XXXTentacion made such statements? Is there a clue? Hold on, as we're going to reveal this. The alleged conflict between X and Drake began in 2017 when Drake performed a preview of a new song at one of his tour stops in Amsterdam. Several attendees at the show expressed their opinion that the new song sounded eerily similar to X's popular track, "Look at Me." Drake, who in the past has been accused of bitting the sounds of other musicians, has refuted all of the charges. After some time passed, XXXTentacion fired back with a slew of nasty tweets. There was never any public resolution to the conflict. According to the prosecutors, there is no proof tying Drake to the shooting, and Williams can be seen clearly in the security camera of the store. Williams is easily identifiable thanks to the facial tattoos he has on his face. One of the store employees has also recognized him as a suspect. Padilla admitted that Williams was present in the store, but he did not explain how he would account for Williams' presence. Padilla is actually trying to cover up Dedrick Williams. Is he trying to create something new? According to boat rights attorney Joseph Kimmock, Williams was spotted chatting with a friend inside the motorsports store shortly before the shooting, and this person is the real shooter. Kimmock added that Boatwright was probably at home sleeping during the crime. To clarify, Drake is not currently facing any charges, but it is highly probable that he will be required to make an appearance in court later this month. According to court documents that were acquired by TMZ, Drake was first scheduled to testify on January 27, 2023. However, he was not present for the proceeding. Now, a judge has instructed him to give a deposition on February 27th over his ongoing battle with XXXTentacion. Is it possible that he will be charged with contempt of court if he does not show up on that day? Do you think Drake can do such a terrible crime? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe and like us, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a video from us. Check out our next video.